Call of Duty, you already know where we're at. Everybody cares to hear about Call of Duty now. Fucking... oh, man. But I got some Call of Duty news for you. It's not coming from me or any secret source of mine. I'm reading Charlie Intel like everybody else. So if you haven't kept up on Call of Duty in a while, I don't blame you. If you had even played Call of Duty previously, you would know Call of Duty's whole usual cycle that they do. Not the whole COD cycle where everybody's hyped about it and then it dies and then everybody complains and then they're hyped for the next one and then it dies and then everybody complains. Call of Duty for the past few years have had 3 different developers. They had Treyarch, they had Infinity Ward, and they had Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer's probably the most unpopular, I'd argue. Probably. And Treyarch was usually regarded as, you know, one of, if not the best developer for Call of Duty because, I mean, they made Black Ops 1, which is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. Black Ops 2, which a lot of people consider the greatest Call of Duty of all time. And then they also made Black Ops 3. Think of all, like, the jetpack, you know, advanced movement type games out there. Most people preferred Black Ops 3 over Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare. Me, personally, I mean, I think I honestly had a better time on Advanced Warfare. I know that sounds terrible out loud now, but I'm aware of how good Black Ops 3 is as a game with its content, nice weapons, and the sounds, and just a level design, and just everything. Black Ops 3 was insane. I'm aware of that. I see it from the outside why people like it. But so Treyarch was considered the best. And the reason I say was considered the best, because Black Ops 4, what we're currently playing right now, a lot of people are considering this Call of Duty trash or dog shit or whatever. And me, I mean, as being one of the people that would go through all of these years uploading near exclusively Call of Duty, besides a couple series here and there sprinkled throughout, that's about it. Call of Duty, even for myself, is at its lowest interest point. But a lot of that is always really just based on whether people want to actually watch it or not. I can sit here and play Call of Duty all day. I don't give a fuck. I've been doing this for I don't know how long, right? People have lost trust in Treyarch, okay? They have. They don't think that they're gonna update it. The updates that have come out for this game, people are not happy with. They're disappointed by them. They don't think they're very good for how long it takes. All this shit. Well, we ended up getting an article today from Kotaku. They got more information on apparently Call of Duty 2020. Yes, Call of Duty 2020, not Call of Duty 2019. This year, we were expecting and are still gonna be getting Modern Warfare 4, or at least that's what we think it is. It's at least a, quote, modern-based game. So, we're hearing about Call of Duty 2020 before we're hearing any information about Modern Warfare 4. Like I said, I don't even know if the name of it is Modern Warfare 4. But we somehow just got confirmation that the next Call of Duty is gonna be Black Ops 5. Black Ops 4 will run its course all the way up until October, November, whenever they release Modern Warfare 4, if it's called Modern Warfare 4. And then after Modern Warfare 4 will be Black Ops 5. We never really got this kind of information before. Even if we did expect it, we usually didn't get, like, confirmation or anything. So it was just weird. That's 2 years for Treyarch to, you know, figure out what they want to do with Black Ops 5. And during this time that they're working on Black Ops 5, right now, as we're speaking, we still have Black Ops 4 that hasn't even been completely supported. I mean, just according to a lot of opinions out there. Casual players, the avid players, the pro players, the snipers, just everybody. So now what people are thinking are, how in the fuck are they gonna work on Black Ops 4 and make Black Ops 4 become the, quote, most updated Call of Duty to date, while all working on Black Ops 5 at the same time? People are really worried about that now because they're like, shit, Black Ops 4 wasn't getting any support. Damn, it's really not gonna get any support now if they have to work on Black Ops 5. Me, I mean, I like to think that it's not as simple as just there's just a small group of people working on these games. AAA companies getting paid a shit ton of money to work on these games and develop them and everything. So, although I like to cut them some slack, I mean, without knowing any of the details in the background about this whole thing, it just looks really bad from the outside. You worry about it. You know, what are they gonna work on for Black Ops 4 then? Should I stop caring about Black Ops 4? What am I supposed to do, you know? I stop looking forward to all this new content and shit. How is it gonna affect things? We never know. I mean, maybe everything will just proceed as normal and we just won't notice anything. But here's another thing a lot of people think. People are just under the impression, is it just, straight up just fuck BO4 straight out? Or like, what are we gonna do? And even then, if they produce a game that, you know, a lot of people aren't enjoying for 3 years, what's going on when they're developing a game for just 2 years? Now, there is a counter argument to this, though. It did only take them 2 years to work on Black Ops 2, considered the GOAT Call of Duty. So, it could create a good game and, you know, support it and just do everything that they possibly can for it, but just recently, it just hasn't been looking good. It just hasn't been good for any of the developers coming out with any of the new shit. I still don't understand why this game doesn't have ground war either. It's so out of touch. It makes no sense. Why remove a game mode that makes the game more fun? It'll just never make any sense to me. Why not have the ridiculous game modes on ridiculously small maps? Whether they were designed for it or not, or whether the spawns would work, who cares? When people picked the ground war, they were picking ground war because they wanted chaos. Let the people that want to be in these ridiculously disgusting lobbies play them out. They're choosing to be there because it's fun. There was apparently a whole lot of, like, internal shit going wrong with this game. Like, apparently the game looked like a mess, and making Black Ops 5's campaign Cold War base, it's weird. Up until until basically last year when we started hearing a whole lot about Black Ops 4. We're hearing all these rumors that, you know, the game was a mess. Things that we would never hear about before where, you know, the game ended up being a mess. I worked on this game for this period of time and you can feel confident with the things that they're doing and all this other shit, and it's just like, the past couple years, it's just, everybody's just lost faith. It's been weird. This just straight up skips over Sledgehammer, by the way, and Sledgehammer and Raven are apparently going to be working together with Treyarch to push the development of this game by next year. Sounds like a car crash waiting to happen, but I mean, honestly, we're able to make Black Ops 2 in 2 years. Definitely not the same team that was working on it before, or maybe, I don't know, they just have like a different vision now or some shit, I don't know. One additional note from the report, Sledgehammer has been losing a lot of developers over the last year. Many have been recruited and work with Condry with his new studio at 2K. We had Michael and Glenn during World War II, and then some shit happened, they went somewhere else, but World War II was updated like fuck. There was so many different guns on that game, and a shit ton of different sniper rifles on that game. It just aesthetically was not that pleasing, and things weren't really that rewarding as far as like, you know, the final camos and shit like chrome and all that stuff were really disappointing. They had to like buff the camos multiple times to make them look even kind of worth it or noticeable on the weapon. Things just were not very rewarding on that game. I grinded my ass off on that game too. I remember when I got my chrome camo, I was so fucking happy. I was so happy when I got my dark matter on this game too, but we all know what happened there. Kotaku also mentioned that they will have more articles in the coming weeks about what happened at Treyarch during Black Ops 4's development. So this will explain the issues that the whole rumors that were coming around about Black Ops 4 was basically like Overwatch, and then they had to scrap the idea because the game was a mess or some shit like that, but remnants of it are left over in the whole specialist system. I don't know what Sledgehammer was working on after World War II. I don't really know. They were working on something, looked like shit, so they took them and put them over with Treyarch and said, hey, I'm sure they didn't say straight up fuck Black Ops 4, but hey, turn your focus on to Black Ops 5 because you don't have much time to do this. It sounds bad from the outside. It sounds like we are going to get a piece of shit game at the end of it all. That's what it sounds like. Doesn't guarantee that we will, because again, Black Ops 2 was made in that same amount of time, but it just seems like the developers just want to keep pushing this whole innovation thing, and it just makes Call of Duty not feel classic like it did on Black Ops 2, MW2, even MW3. I was all for trying new shit, but if it doesn't feel like a Call of Duty game in general with like, you know, the reward system and just how kills work and how good the guns feel and just all the shit that we were used to feeling like on MW2, BO2, it just seems like they've lost their touch with it, or we're just not satisfied with it anymore and they're trying to do something bigger and better and we're just not taking it that way. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but you know, we all feel like Call of Duty over the past few years has just felt weird. Just hasn't felt the same. It just doesn't feel as good. This is why everybody, you know, is completely fine with playing all their BRs and shit like that. Call of Duty's kind of a laughing stock right now, and then all these articles going around about, you know, games looking like messes a year before they're coming out or some shit. It's all bad. It's all fucked up. It sounds like a whole bunch of drama going on throughout this whole thing inside of the whole development thing. Maybe some disagreement. Developers moving to different studios and shit. It's not looking good for Call of Duty at all. But maybe with them combining their powers, they can actually make, you know, a good, long-lasting game that is actually updated throughout the year. The last time Infinity Ward worked on something, it was the most hated Call of Duty with the most disliked video on fucking YouTube at that time. Yeah, I don't know. It's a Saturday. Was really weird to get news about Black Ops 5. I don't even have a single idea of where they could even start on the game, or, you know, what their idea is for how they want to do, you know, the health system. Are we gonna get rid of manual healing in the next Call of Duty? Like, what's going on? Me personally, I do enjoy the whole manual healing thing because it allows you to play more aggressively. I agree. Honestly, I mean, I kind of miss the feeling of just, you know, these crazy high kill games, 18-man lobbies on maps that just are like complete fucking chaos. I don't know. I just miss the old fun way. I know it's weird to talk about balance and then talk about being fun and then talk about things being unbalanced at the same time. It's a very hard thing that, you know, these developers have to work on to try to please absolutely everybody. I know that. That's why I'm not a developer. I'm sitting here stressing out over fucking videos on the internet. These guys are creating games for years to have people just shit on them within a matter of just a couple posts. And then to have these rumors come out about it, it's rough, man. I don't know how else to explain except it sounds just like so unrewarding. Or maybe not unrewarding, but it's just brutal, man. Like, these developers got it tough. Just make a Call of Duty game like MW2. I mean, just fucking put it out. I don't care. Literally, you could port it with just some updated graphics and options and shit. I will play it again. And to show proof of that, I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered that entire year. I just want the new COD to drop and then just like have people just enjoy gameplays and shit, all that other stuff again. Sit around, chill all day with some of the best players in the world that I know. Other content creators and shit that are getting their gameplays with my gameplays and shit. It's fun. I miss looking at a score and go, that shit's a gameplay right there. It's nice that Fortnite makes that a regular thing where like gameplay commentaries and just straight gameplay, not that much editing involved, just raw. It's really nice that those videos are accepted as they were. There's a good period of time in Call of Duty where like just gameplay commentaries were like the only thing that everybody did, and then people, it kind of got past that point. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. I'm stopping myself right here. Yeah, we have more information on Call of Duty 2020 than we do 2019. Strange, don't really know if that's a good or a bad thing for MW4, good or bad thing for Black Ops 5. I don't know. I don't know. Shit's just weird. This has never happened before. First time that a COD game is released under a 2-year development cycle since 2014. So Call of Duty 2019, new Modern Warfare game this year, and Black Ops 5 apparently next year. I don't know. It's just, it sounded real sketchy. Hope for the best. I don't fucking know. That's what I feel like every single time. I'm gonna close my eyes and just wait to see what product lands in my fucking lap.